So you're saying that there's so many gimmicks out there that
yeah, there's so many gimmicks out there. And when you are in real estate, you receive so many just from networking. A lot of people say, "Oh, don't waste your money," purchasing leads. And when you first come into being an agent, they want you to use your sphere, right? But a lot of times, that's not possible. So for me, my sphere are the younger who don't have a lot of listings. I don't have people that are really trying to buy or sell properties or anything like that. So I lean towards purchasing leads and working on that. I have tried 2 other systems where I had no success.
Okay.
EstateNurture came across my Instagram, and I just watched like a couple videos, and then I did an information call, and I was like, what the heck, right? I'll just go ahead and do it, and I'll just see where it takes me.
The leap of faith.
So I am very, very happy with the results.
Okay.
Not even to the point where the scheduling system of it, where I'm not getting a ton of appointments, but just the lead generation aspects of it, I have over like almost 200 leads that I can be able to work. Like that's huge when you're trying to build a database. So that alone is worth the money alone.
Okay. Are you having good conversations, even if you haven't had many appointments yet? Have there been?
Yes. So I've had multiple appointments. Let's say I get maybe like 2 or 3 a week.
Okay.
And I have had 2 pan out. One, we were under contract on one property. Okay. The inspection didn't go as well, so we ended up pulling back. But we're still working, still trying to get her under contract on another property. I have another one who I am working with trying to get approved. So the conversations when I do have these meetings go very well. Cool. So like I said, I am very excited to continue keep going through the process. And I have talked to like 2 other agents, and I was like, let me see, how it goes first before I refer you over. But I've just been raving about you guys. So
I love it. Thank you. Well, so a little backstory for me. How long have you been with us for? Like just over a month, right?
I think we've like almost 3.
Oh, really? Wow. Kayla, when did she start? I'm coming into this not knowledgeable on my end. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
So, okay, 3 months. You're loving it so far. Talk to me about, when you're getting opportunities, and talk to me about what you're doing to give yourself the best chance of winning those. Because something you said is it's really common in real estate. When you get in, they always tell you work your sphere of influence, right? That's like the first thing. And most agents find out that their sphere is not very influential. It's the joke we have. But then realistically, they start trying to do some kind of lead generation, and they don't know how to convert leads. And you've seen probably in 6 of 8, we try to teach a lot of people like really good follow-up skills and techniques. But what do you do every single time an opportunity comes in for you to have one under contract already, even though it went under, and for you to have someone going through the pre-approval process? What are you doing that you think most other agents could learn from?
Definitely making sure that you contact them on time.
Okay.
Right. And also expressing that what type of agent you are. When I talk to them, when I'm contacting them, I'm letting them know that they're my only priority. Cool. That I am in this market, we have to be on top of everything. So I'm not, normally my schedule would be like, okay, we'll sit down, we'll have this consultation, and then we'll look at your schedule, and maybe Friday or Saturday we'll go out and we'll look at, 5, 6 properties. In this market, we have to go out every day. So I'm letting them know, like, no, we're working every day. If the house comes on the market today, then we're going out today because it can be under contract tomorrow.
So you're really just going above and beyond to make sure that and they know that too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's huge. I've seen so many. You said you saw us on Instagram. I love the Instagram videos right now of like agents coaching their clients through like the process, and it's like a race, and they're all running, and the agent's just like, trust me, and no one knows what's going on. That's So I love that you're doing that. When you say that you're hitting them up on time, do you mean that you're going in, aside from the conversations we're trying to have with them, are you going in and having your own, or are you on time?
I am, depending on what the conversation that you guys are having, depending on where it's leading. Sometimes I do interfere. Like I had a client before who said he couldn't do any scheduled appointments only on the weekends. So I made sure I interjected and gave him the opportunity to have a meeting with me on a Saturday. Even sometimes, I had one lady said she was interested in renting. I don't do renters, but I did, provide her with information, so she can come up if it takes her a year or 2 years, just trying to get a little bit of information on where she is financially, where her credit score is, and kind of giving her a couple pointers. And then I just also let them know, okay, well, I'll keep in touch with you, every quarter I'll reach out just to make sure we're trying to stay on track.
There's so many agents that, when they hear someone's renting, they almost just want to get off the phone right away.
Yeah.
And I call it keeping the deal open, right? Even if they're not a deal right away. And sometimes you can convert, like 1 in 5, you can convert right there because they just don't know, right? But I love that you're keeping the door open too, because even though you're not getting them right now, that reaching out every quarter, that pays its dividends, right? It's the pipeline. Like working everything now comes to truth later. So I love that you have that mentality. How long have you been licensed for, by the way?
3 years.
Okay, so you've seen stuff that you play the long game start to pan out already. Not with us necessarily, but just in general, the route planning, you get that.
No, but I took enough courses to know that well, you know what, I'll say this personally. My sister, right? She wants to purchase, and I've been working with her for like a year. So I can say, I feel like longevity, if I work with you, now you're ready, right? So now she's about ready where she needs to be in order. We did her loan process, her loan application last week, and she has just a couple more things that she needs to work on to get that credit score to where she needs to. But that is what I'm looking for. Somebody who thinks they're ready, right? But they're not. They need about a year, but constantly working. And I actually have another client that we're doing the same exact thing, and I'm touching base with her every month.
Okay, awesome. So I get a couple last questions then. Number one, you said you've tried 2 other systems.
Yes.
What between us and the 2 other systems is like the 1 or 2 big notes of what makes us different that other agents are probably thinking? Because one of the questions we get is like, what makes you different than all the other gimmicks out there?
Yeah. So what makes you different is that I see you guys actively providing leads. I see you actively touching base. That's, to me, is that I am a huge communicator. So I definitely like that I am able to contact Kayla and ask her questions, or she's constantly checking in on me, because sometimes my weeks do get just overwhelmed and I'm all over the place. But she's constantly contacting, saying, hey, do you have any questions, or do you need any assistance or anything like that? That is like huge. That's number 1 for me. And then number 2 is that I'm constantly seeing leads follow through. The other lead systems that I've used, it's like dead. Like I'm still currently with one because I'm tied into a contract. And even if I talk to them, like nothing's panning out. And you guys, I know, 4 out of 5, I can pull something from it.
I love that. I love that. And then if for the last 2 questions I ask, let's say we have an agent that's like on the line of whether to come in on us or not, right? Like they're deciding, should I take that leap of faith that you said you took? You had that like, why not? What is there to lose kind of moment, right?
Right.
So for an agent there, what would you say to them if they were debating coming on with us?
I would say take the leap of faith. At the end of the day, you will see something worth it. Like your money that you're paying, you're going to get something from it. Whether it be paying out a month, 2 months, or even a year, you're going to get something from it.
Okay.
So it'll pay for itself.
I love that. And then number 2, an agent that came in with us and is currently working with us, right? And maybe they're struggling to make it work for them. What would you say like they need to do to make sure they're squeezing the juice out of everything that we do?
Contact your leads, work your database, contact your leads. I would say, I said last week I was going to start scheduling time to where I am contacting 10 to 20 people per day that did not schedule a meeting. Just trying to get an idea of where they are and seeing if they're even legit, if the phone numbers work, if the emails work, and then also trying to add them to, another CRM database to where you can constantly touch base with them and contact and hope that pans out maybe 6 months to 12 months.
Yeah.
So just working those leads, definitely.
I love it when agents have 2 CRMs. I actually tell agents all the time that like our CRM shouldn't be the only CRM they have. And that 10 or 20 that you reach out to every day, how long does that take you every day?
I haven't started yet.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take you?
I think it would I'm thinking like an hour and a half. That's what I'm budgeting.
So like an hour-ish a day to get more results out of it if it's not overworking for you. That's not bad at all. You have this mentality. I love it already. Where a lot of agents, when like 9 out of 10 agents fail in real estate, right? And I think it's because of what you said at the beginning. You know, you found out your sphere was dry. You weren't getting what you needed to have a sustainable business from it. And so from that, you started to do some kind of lead generation. That's when you tried other companies. And I think that the fact that you understand that there needs to be like effort and like you need to like show these people that they're priority to you, that like you're going to crush it. And I think a lot of agents come into this and they almost think that like because they don't understand how to go outside of their sphere, they almost feel like they're owed business. Does that make sense? That mentality of like I'm a real estate agent, so you should want to come to me rather. You should
come to me, yeah.
Exactly. And you don't have that. I can tell that right away. You look at every opportunity from what you've said as it would be a privilege for me to work with you. I want you to know that you're my priority. And that little bit that it's actually major, that difference is what's going to make you absolutely crush it. And I'm super excited to meet agents that have a mentality like yourself. So number one is I just want to say good job. Thank you. Thank you for being the kind of agent that you are. Our mission is to have as many agents like you as possible, right? Because those are the agents that help actual consumers like navigate their transactions. So number one, thank you. Number two, last like fundamental question, how much ad spend are you spending every month to get the numbers that you're getting?
$300 a month.
Okay, so you're not even that high on ad spend and you're still getting really good like conversations and appointments. That's awesome. And where in the country are you?
Atlanta.
You're in, okay, fantastic. By the way, I'm in, oh, you're right by well, you're right by Kayla, but you're right by someone else that I was talking to the other day. Kayla, do you guys, how far away?
There's another agent that she's in Stone Mountain, right?
I think we've worked with a few. I don't know. We have too many agents for me to keep track at this point, but Atlanta's been a really good area for us for sure.
Okay.
Anyway, 3 months. If you had to sum everything up into one sentence, how like EstateNurture in one line, what would it be?
On
the spot.
I would say success.
Okay, one word. I like that. Easy peasy. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to end the recording. And if you have any, 1 second. Thanks for everyone for watching the recording.